Welcome to the New Haitian Generation. I'm your host, Cassandra Oliver. Today, our guest is a student from Coral Springs High School who has been nominated for the Presidential Arts Program Award. Please welcome to the show, Ms. Carynna Joseph. Hi, Carynna.
Hi, how are you?
I am so glad to have you with us today, and I'm glad that you made time for us.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here.
This is such a pleasure because we have a presidential nominee. That's huge.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into that in a little bit. So, Carynna, tell me about your background. Tell me where you're from, all that good stuff.
So I am Haitian and Bahamian, and I am from here in South Florida. I've lived in North Lauderdale my whole life. My parents grew up in the Bahamas, and we have just been living our life here and getting everything right.
So how do you like the influence of both cultures making who you are today?
It's honestly incredible because with the Haitian culture, you get the food, you get the music, you get the love, you get everything.
Yes.
But then my mom can throw down some good mac and cheese from the Bahamas.
Oh, my goodness. Let's not talk about food because this will be over by the time we're done. We'll have to stop and go eat, right? And she'll have to cook. Can you cook?
I can cook.
Oh,
very good.
my
Pasta's my
God.
specialty.
So mixing both of those cultures into yourself, how do you see that when you're working, when you're out in life? How's it work for you?
It works really well because I can integrate the two cultures into one, and it helps me to it helped me be able to be exposed to more things frequently. So like when I learn new things and I'm around new people, it helps me be able to adapt because I've adapted in the two cultures.
Awesome. Now you are a Haitian generation student at Coral Springs High School.
Yes.
And there is a community of Haitian students there.
Yeah.
How are you interacting? Are you speaking Creole? Are you speaking French?
I'll do my little Creole here and there for them, but I, you know, believe it or not, I do keep to myself a lot, and I've been working on it to just be like more like out there. But when Multicultural Show comes around every year, the Haitians step out. Everyone comes to see the Haitians, and it's great because it's like we're getting that, you know, that exposure, and people are loving on us because they know how important our culture is.
And there's some contributions that you're making towards this exposure too.
Yeah.
Now we're looking forward to knowing and learning all about you.
Yeah.
So in Coral Springs, you are involved with what activities at school?
I am in the drama club. I am actually the president this year of the drama club.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm the vice president of the Chorus Council.
The Chorus Council.
Yeah.
And the Chorus Council must lead a lot towards your talent. Tell me about your experience with the Chorus Council.
So with chorus, it was new. I did start it in high school, so it was new because it was different than how I've sang before. It really gives off like an operatic type feel, but it really helped me just like grow in how I sing and the music that I learn, and being with other like-minded people who also love singing has just been great, and being able to make music with them is like awesome.
So singing is your talent,
Yeah.
and we are ready for that talent to shine. Tell
you.
me about when you recognized that this was your gift.
So I've been doing music all my life. My dad's a singer, my mom's a singer, my oldest brother is a producer, and my brother, you know, he loves to do his little writing and music, so music has been in my life since I was born.
Wow.
And I've done singing, you know, singing at little concerts or events here and there growing up, but it wasn't until I was about 13 years old. I came home from a piano lesson and I told my dad, I was like, I think I want to try singing. And he was just like, huh, okay. He told my mom, and in a matter of months, she put me in a music school that has helped me grow as an artist and as a performer and as a singer. And yeah, so here we are today.
Because there's something to learn about singing,
yes,
and
for
using
sure.
your vocal talents properly.
Yep.
Because you would like to maintain that, of course.
Right.
So you say you're attending music school. What are you learning to maintain your craft?
So with the help of my teacher, Vanessa Valentine, she has helped me to learn how to basically take care of my voice while I'm singing. She's helped me to build my confidence in singing and be able to experiment, because, you know, you can always just sing a song and say, okay, I sound good, but when you really go into it and really think, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that, it really helps build you as an artist and as a performer, because you build the confidence in yourself to know, wow, I can actually do something while I'm actually impacting other people. So she's really helped with that.
So tell me about, because singing is your talent, and I heard you say you play piano also.
Yeah.
What other gifts do you have, Carynna, that we don't know about?
I'm a really good talker. I really love writing. I've started writing in the past year. Little poems here and there. Trying to make some more songs. I have written a song before. But my main thing is that I love to teach, and I recently have found that, that love for teaching and being able to teach other students how to basically get better in their craft. So
that is pretty cool. I didn't know that about you. I'm glad to learn that about you. And now that you are having the experiences under your belt, I want you to go down memory lane with me. Think back to your very first time that you performed publicly. And now, what do you notice in yourself about your growth?
I can see that the biggest thing is the confidence level. When I first started, of course, I knew I could sing, but I don't think I was as confident in my voice as I could have been. And just being able to have people in my, that I was surrounded by that basically always just poured into me saying like, Carynna, you're doing great. Carynna, you're gonna be a star. Carynna, you're awesome. It really helped me grow as an artist and grow in that, that mentality. So when I was 7 years old singing a song, it's way different than me as a 17-year-old singing the same song. So it's been really cool seeing that growth from these years.
And so you have an appreciation for your talent now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh wow. Now that is something, because natural gifts are natural gifts. And if you're not experiencing or growing through it, sometimes they don't get expressed very well. So I'm glad to hear that there's a growth opportunity in there for you. That's really cool. You're at school, and all of a sudden there's scholars in the arts program. Tell me about that, because I want to make sure I said it well.
So I around October-ish, I found out about the Young Arts program, and I didn't really think much of it in the beginning because I was like, maybe it's just another competition. It wasn't anything that I was like, whoa, oh my goodness. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I signed up for it because through the Young Arts program, I was able to meet many different kids just from around the United States that share the same passion as me and that are willing to learn and grow in their gift. So with that, I'm just glad that I had that experience. It was a week long. We were able to work with many, many people that are in the industry and people that vocal coaches, vocal therapists that were just able to help us grow even more in our gifts. So it was a great experience.
That is pretty cool. And is that how the presidential award came through?
Yes.
Because you are a nominee, let me say it well, a nominee for the Presidential Arts Program. Yes? Tell us about that.
So through the Young Arts Program, they do have a Presidential Scholars Award in the arts, because they do have a Presidential Scholars Award for people that have high GPAs, do good test scores and all that good stuff. But they wanted to shine light on people that are also in the arts and that love music, love design, love art, all the good stuff, and basically what they do throughout that week, they evaluate you based on how much you've grown and how much you have learned from that experience, and then they nominate you and you get to go to the White House and meet with the president, and they give you a whole big award. So yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Because coming from home, I know our hometown is proud of you. But then getting that national recognition, what does that mean to you?
Oh, it means the world.
Is that so?
Yeah, it does. It does. I feel like everything that I've done leading up to this has just been worth it, because to see that other people can see what I can bring, it really just helps me know that, okay, this is my calling, this is the talent that God is giving me, and I'm just ready to just do whatever I need to do to just, succeed.
Now, the success part is guaranteed, I say.
Oh, thank you.
Having a talent is one of the things, because I can sing in the shower, but not in person. So having you as my background, I can say, hey, I got Carynna. I don't have to sing, right? That is pretty cool. Carynna, tell me, what happens after high school for you with your talent?
So I did get into Berklee College of Music.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And they have a school affiliated with them, Miami-Dade College right here in Florida. And I'm planning on doing my 2 years there, do my prerequisites. I'm working with a really good teacher named Miss Peterson. She's there right now. And she's going to be just helping me learn everything I need to learn and be ready to go to Berklee my last 2 years of college.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Away from home now.
Yeah.
It's totally you.
Yeah.
And that's part of the growing up experience. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you're at Berkeley, let's tell, 5, 6 years from now. What is Carynna doing?
Carynna wants to make sure that she has learned everything she needed to do to be a successful artist and to teach. So that would be songwriting, producing, music competition, teaching, learning music theory, all that good stuff, just so I can be able to be at my best to get other kids to be at their best.
With all the things that you are expecting to do and your experiences, what would you tell youth in our community, in the Haitian community, what could they look forward to?
So the biggest thing that I would say is don't hold back on your dreams, even when it may seem tough, because it's different when you're doing something you love. With singing, it's always been something that I loved, and I've been through, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a criminal investigator, but I've always came back to the thing that I love. So for the kids and the youth in my community, I would just say that if you can hold on to those things, even when it may seem like, I don't know if my parents will like this, I don't know what anybody would think about this, you know what's right for you, so you should go with what you feel is good.
That's awesome advice, because it comes from in here.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. In your career so far, because I'm going to call it a career. In your career so far, I'm sure you've had some ups and downs and some challenges.
Yeah.
Tell us about one of your challenges and how you overcame.
So last year when the coronavirus hit and everything was closed down, I was actually going through a friend breakup, and it was really hard on me because I didn't know how to deal with that. I didn't know how to really manage the stress, and then to have to stay home all day, every day. You don't see anyone, you can't talk to anyone. It's really hard to really just express yourself.
Sure.
So in that moment, I was able to write a song about it, and it was my first song that I ever wrote, and it really helped me through that because I was able to express myself without holding back or not thinking, ooh, I don't know if this sounds right. I don't know if this melody is correct. I just was able to express myself and get everything out. And now singing that song and listening to that song today, I know I'm not the same person I was in that moment because, it just helped me grow. I was able to use music as my cope. So it's awesome.
That is dynamic.
Thank
That
you.
is dynamic, because we don't realize how that could be a therapeutic sense for you too. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Carynna, tell me, school, your talent, life, how are you creating that balance?
So with school, because I do so much musically at school, it's helping with getting past, having to do school online and everything like that. It's like at the end of the day, I know that I'm still doing something that, is benefiting me in the end. I've just been trying to stay connected to my teachers and stay connected to the students in my class, because at the end of the day, the only way you can go through life is just to have people by your side. So that's how I've been trying to get with, with school, the school aspect of it. With music, at my music studio, we've been able to, learn how to produce our own music and do our own covers to songs that we love. And it's helped us a lot because we're able to continue doing that even though we can't perform out in the community right now. And just with life in general, honestly, I've been living day by day knowing that at the end of the day, if I'm doing everything that I love and everything that I'm doing correctly, I know that it's going to be a good time.
We're looking forward to that part.
Yeah.
So our Haitian community is rallying behind you.
Yeah.
How can we grow with you?
Honestly, I would just say to keep supporting us. Keep supporting all the Haitians in our community, because we are a stronghold. We are strong-minded people, and we have such a strong background that whenever there's something good, we have to stand firm on it.
And
whenever
celebrate.
there's something, to celebrate it, you know? And I would just say, just to keep that momentum going, even through the generations that are coming up, right now and after us, I just say that if we can just keep that going and keep celebrating our achievements and our victories, we're gonna be great.
What is your biggest achievement so far?
My biggest achievement, I would say, I actually got to perform on a cruise last year, right before COVID hit. Yep.
Wow.
It was awesome. We got to perform on the Royal Caribbean, and that was an amazing time. It was incredible. We were with almost my entire studio was there, and we were able to perform for all the people on the cruise, going to the Bahamas. It was awesome. And I think that's just
amazing.
like, I always say that when I think of it, because it's like the greatest experience ever.
That is pretty cool, because that makes it real.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The audience will let you know. That
Yeah.
is very nice. That's very nice. And if you had the ideal opportunity to perform anywhere, anytime, what would it be?
I would say I want to perform at the Super Bowl one day. I want to perform at the Super Bowl, whether it's doing the national anthem or halftime.
Yes, yes.
I would want to perform.
You'll take it.
Oh yeah, I'll take it any day.
I'm looking forward to that one, Carynna.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Oh.
More of our Haitian community. What are your involvements in our community?
So when I was younger, I went to a Haitian church, and that was a lot of my foundation, because I was able to be in the dance ministry and the, sing with the worship team and stuff like that. And it was honestly incredible. Right now we're trying to, my father is actually building a church right now for the Haitian community, and I think it's going to be great exposure, because it's not a lot of times that you see American churches involving and integrating with Haitian communities. So to have that, I think is just going to be incredible, just so we can all put this together and have just a mixing pot of just like all the different cultures all into one, and really being able to shine light on the Haitian community.
That's exceptional. And Carynna will be leading.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm looking forward to that
yeah.
too. Because music does unite us more than anything else.
For sure.
What is your biggest influence going on now?
So my favorite singer in the whole world is Tori Kelly. She is incredible. She is the sweetest soul. And I look up to her a lot, because she has proven that you don't have to do the most to be an impact in the industry. You don't have to go out on stage and do crazy things to have an impact. You can she puts out these most inspirational music that I've ever heard, and her voice is literally butter.
It's smooth. It is easy.
Like Tori. But I love her, and I love how much she's just, kept her faith even through all the trials that she's gone through. And I also look up to my teacher, Vanessa Valentine, because she is one of the reasons why I'm here today. She took me under her wing and really gave me the opportunity to grow and to be the performer that I am today. So, and my parents, they've been there since day one. They've never doubted anything that I wanted to do. They've always been supportive of everything. So yeah, those are like, the three main role models in my life.
That is pretty cool, because having a support system does put
yeah.
some spine to it all,
For sure,
right?
for
To make
sure.
it happen.
Yeah.
How are you reaching back to our community?
So what I want to do is to shine light on the mental health that's been happening in our community, because I feel like it's really hard to talk about these things, because it's not something that our parents have learned in the past. So what I want to do, and just, my career, because I have so many ideas that I want to do, in my life, but one of the things is really to just shine light on getting, the kids and the teenagers in our community the ability to be able to speak on how they feel, and to really be able to dive into, what it is that they need,
That is pretty cool, because that is something, that's a conversation that needs to continuously happen.
For sure.
Right? What does it mean to you to be part of the Haitian diaspora?
I think it's pretty cool, because like I said earlier, to have a melting pot of just like all the cultures, well, at least the Haitian culture, like all over the world, that is incredible. We're literally putting our imprints on every part of the world, and I think that's awesome. And to be able to be part of that, imprint, and be part of that, movement, is just like incredible.
That is pretty cool. Carynna, what don't we know about you?
Well, what do you guys not know about me?
Yeah. Because your talent is definitely a shine.
Yeah.
Academically, if you're working towards your academics, you're going to graduate, and that's expected.
Yes.
How are you tying your academics to your talent?
So with just having to balance, school and work, a lot of my teachers have been really supportive. Like, they'll literally show my videos in class, and that really motivates me to keep going and to continue to work on my craft, because I see how many people are really pouring into me in that kind of way. So with school, being able to just know that I have everything down set, I'm getting my work and I'm doing the good grades, it's like my reward is to be able to perform and to be able to go out and, you know, live out my dream, because I know that this is taken care of.
That is phenomenal, because there has to be an academic process to it too. If you're not smart enough, how are you going to get to your next level? Right. And your success at Berkeley is definitely inspiring to us also. So you learned that singing was your gift at 13. You anticipate to maintain that. What do you do to keep your gift?
So recently, because we haven't been able to perform a lot lately, I have learned how to record my own music in the comfort of my room. So I have my mic set up, thanks to Young Arts. They really blessed me with that. I have my mic and my laptop, and I just get to working, and I'll literally stay up till 6 in the morning, just literally singing all night and getting everything right. But it brings me joy, because I know that in the end, I'm bringing out something that's like, you know, I love and that other people will love too. And
sharing your talents with everyone is definitely inspiring, because it's not a matter of age, it's what you're doing with your gift, right? So that's pretty cool to know.
Thank you.
Carynna, we are so proud of you, and we're expecting big things, because at this point, being a presidential nominee, we have some work to do to catch up, right?
Thank you.
So that is exciting, and that's definitely inspiring. If you had any message for any student that is watching now, what are you telling him or her that has not achieved success yet?
Honestly, go with your gut. It's always a gut feeling. There's never a time that I felt that there was not a gut feeling when I thought about what I wanted to do with my life. And just having that confidence in yourself to know, like, this is what I want to do, go for it. Don't hold back.
And you're expecting that to carry you through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That is pretty cool. And you said your whole family's musically talented?
Basically.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So then there's music all the time in the home.
Oh yeah.
Favorite song?
I Want You from Star.
Oh, sugar.
That is my favorite song.
If you could have played any musical talented piece, what would it be?
Natural Woman.
Oh,
Natural Woman.
Is that so? Why?
I just love the song. I love the meaning behind the song. And I think it's just beautiful. When I hear anybody sing that song, I just get touched. I get chills all over my spine. So yeah.
That is pretty cool. So we're going to watch you on the Super Bowl. We're going to hear Natural Woman. Yep. And you're going to sign autographs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Carynna, we are so fortunate to have you today, because our audience gets to have not only you at the beginning, but we're going to have a special treat where you're going to perform for us today. Oh, now I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you. You have been watching The New Haitian Generation, where my guest has been Carynna Joseph. Remember to watch The New Haitian Generation Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. on Beacon TV. Not toujours voyez monter, because Carynna's with us. Now we're going to have a small snippet from Carynna displaying her talent. You can talk about it, but let's hear it.
Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, but you're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul is in the lost and found, you came along to claim me. See, I didn't know just what was wrong with me, till your kiss helped me name it. Oh, now I'm no longer doubtful for what I'm living for. And if I make you happy, I don't need Something deep down in my soul said, cry, girl. When I saw you and that girl walking out. Ooh. See, I would rather go blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me, child. No. Ooh. So you see, I love you so much that I just don't wanna watch you leave me, baby. And most of all, I just don't wanna be free. See, I was just sitting here thinking of your kiss and your warm embrace, yeah. Oh, and the reflection in the glass that I held to my lips now, baby. Oh, revealed these tears on my face. And